In our day-to-day operations, we use all kinds of equipment to get the job done. Whether we're talking about small tools or large machines, everything we use requires training in order to handle the work properly. This includes manual pallet jacks. A manual pallet jack is a hand-powered jack that allows you to move freight from one place to another. It does not have an engine. It's all down to manpower, and so all about you. If you're assigned a task that involves a manual pallet jack, you need to know how to operate it with care and efficiency. This short course is designed to teach you just that. By the end of this lesson, you should be familiar with components of a manual pallet jack, understand how to safely operate a manual pallet jack, understand the hazards associated with oversized or awkward loads, as well as the corrective actions necessary to safely move these loads. Know the required personal protective equipment required for any manual pallet jack operators. Know what to look for when inspecting a pallet jack before using it. Know how to safely operate a manual pallet jack on a raised or lowered liftgate. This essential information will make the loading area safe not just for you, but for everyone you work with. It will also prevent accidents that could damage your equipment and your cargo. Liftgates are platforms at the back of a trailer that can be raised or lowered mechanically, making it easier to lift cargo in or out of the trailer. Before operating any liftgate or moving cargo or a manual pallet jack on or off a liftgate, you need to familiarize yourself with the liftgate's proper operating procedures. A decal outlining a liftgate's proper operation should be attached to the liftgate itself. Watch for pinch points when operating a liftgate. If the liftgate is not working properly, do not try to fix it yourself and never place any part of your body underneath a liftgate for any reason. Before loading any pallet onto the gate, you should know how much weight the liftgate can bear. This information should be listed on the liftgate decal. Some gates may dip when you transload weight levels near their maximum rating. That's why it is important that you lower the pallet jack or apply the parking brake before lowering the gate all the way down. In most cases, the parking brake is not a true brake. Lowering the forks requires the hydraulics to bleed down, and that might take a second or two. That's why you can never depend on lowering the forks to act as a true brake. Make sure you stabilize the load before you push it onto a liftgate. An unstable load will shift while being transloaded. A shifting load can fall and possibly knock you off the liftgate if not stabilized in advance. Never move a pallet onto or off a liftgate until the gate has stopped moving. Approach the gate slowly. Be aware of its edge. There is a no zone on any liftgate. You don't want your feet anywhere within 6 inches of the edge. If you're inside the no zone, you're more likely to lose your balance and fall. Because a loaded pallet jack takes up so much space, it can be difficult to avoid the no zone. When this is the case, keep your weight towards the center of the liftgate by facing the pallet and keeping your head and upper body leaning towards the center of the liftgate. Liftgates can be dangerous in any situation, but there are 2 serious situations that are unique to pallet jack operators. First is pulling a pallet jack onto a liftgate from the trailer. The threshold between a trailer floor and a liftgate often has a slight raise to it. It is very tempting for operators to build up speed to get over this area. However, when you pull too hard and fast, it's possible to step off the liftgate or have the pallet jack push you off the liftgate. It's even possible for the pallet jack to follow you off the liftgate and fall on you. That's why it is best to push a pallet onto the liftgate. The second situation occurs when the liftgate is not raised to its full height or bleeds down slightly. A pulled pallet jack can hang up on the threshold of the trailer floor. The obstruction can be eliminated by either raising the pallet jack or the liftgate. What you must never do is try to pull the pallet jack while it is still held up. If that happens, the operator can pull so hard that when the pallet jack does finally give way, he falls back, pulling the pallet over one or both of his feet. The operator can be left hanging upside down from the liftgate with a severely damaged foot or ankle. These types of injuries are always serious and can be fatal. That's why it's important that we understand how they can happen so that they can be avoided. Whenever possible, push a load onto a liftgate.